Hey everyone, it's Lachlan here for your Minidisc update for Friday, 28th of February. And the shiny new thing we have in the store this week is the Meze Audio Poet. Now the Poet is a brand new, compact, open back planar magnetic headphone. In terms of pricing, it slots in between the Dynamic 109 Pro and the Empyrean 2. So it's sort of like a open back counterpart to the Meze Audio Lyric, though it definitely doesn't sound like one. The Poet is relatively compact and lightweight for a planar magnetic headphone, and it's relatively easy to drive, so with balanced output you'll be able to drive this headphone from even a relatively modest digital audio player. The Poet licenses the AMTS technology from Dan Clark Audio for the driver, and basically what that is an advanced waveguide that shapes the final sound of the headphone. And it's sort of interesting to see that technology sharing in the industry, considering most of these companies have a sort of fierce not invented here attitude. In terms of sound, I feel like Meze headphones are all kind of like warm but sometimes itchy blankets. And what I mean by that is that all the Meze headphones have this nice kind of bass and low mid tone that I really like. It's nice and relaxed and natural. But some of the models, particularly models like the 109 Pro or the Lyric, they have these high frequency peaks that personally I find a little bit irritating. Now, don't get me wrong, we get a lot of customers who love the extra kind of detail that they bring out. But on some tracks, particularly electronic or pop tracks, these extra peaks, they can sound a little bit splashy and they give a hard edge to vocals that I'm not the biggest fan of. And then we have models like the 105 AER and the Empyrean 2 that don't have that extra high frequency energy. And these ones make for really good, relaxed all-rounders. And definitely the 105 AER has been super popular for us as a relaxed, kind of easy listening headphone. It's my favorite Meze so far, but even I would say that the lack of extra high energy, extra high frequency energy makes the headphone sound sometimes a little bit sleepy and a little bit too relaxed. And now we come to the Poet. And the Poet slots in tonally somewhere between the 105 and the 109. So we definitely get a bit more energy and also snappier transient response and more detail out of the Poet than we do out of the 105 AER. But we don't get quite as much hiss or splash with the high frequencies that we get with something like the 109 or the Lyric. So this Poet comes really close to that ideal balance of a relaxed all-rounder that still has a bit of detail in the highs. Now on the Poet, there's still a little bit of something in the high frequency range, maybe around 10 kilohertz or so, that can make snare drums and cymbals sound a little bit shimmery. And if it was up to me, I would take that down just a little bit of a notch. But at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you what kind of music that you listen to and you're hearing, whether or not you're going to find that irritating. So I quite like the Poet. It's pretty balanced, but come into the store, let us know what you think. This is Lachlan for Minidisc TV, and we'll see you next week.